The nurse passed him the phone while it was still ringing. Ernest said if he'd drawn up a list of 1,000 people it could possibly be, we wouldn't have made the bottom of it. We'd been gone more than 12 years. He'd quit thinking he'd find us a long time ago. Hannah and Lowell had talked about it the night before. They talked of nothing else for days, in fact, since before we left home, how she was going to play it, what she was going to say. Lowell told her to front it out and act like nothing had happened, and I guess that's what she did. "We're back," she said to Ernest, just like that, like we'd been away for the weekend. A wormhole could have opened on the other side of the room, and Ernest would have been less surprised, less terrified. He looked around for confirmation that he was awake and alive. Not dead already, not sucked back in time, not dreaming. "Hannah," he breathed her name into the receiver. "Is that you?" I could hear his voice, small and tinny through the back of the phone, like a man trapped in a cookie jar. I stayed close and listened. I'd never heard my father speak before, not that I could remember anyway. He'd washed his hands of us a long time ago, and that was that. "Yes, Ernest," my mother said, assessing her face in the mirror, smoothing out the lines around her mouth with her free hand and then letting go, facial time travel, back and forth, back and forth. "It's me." It must have stripped him right back to the bone, her sudden call, her carrying on like nothing had happened all those years. I didn't think about it then, but I do now, all the time. "God, this place is a dump," she said, over his stunned silence. "So grey and so cold." "Is Iris with you?" Ernest asked her. She didn't answer him directly. It's one of the few things about Hannah you can always count on, her lack of generosity, her guaranteed refusal to give a person what they want. The question bounced off her, and she just moved right along. "We've got some work with the BBC." "News to me," I said under my breath, because as far as I knew, we'd been running from a mountain of debt and other trouble, not headed towards a bright new future. Hannah slapped me on the back of the arm and gestured at me to zip it or get out. "It's a really good move for us," she said, "apart from the weather." "Why have you called, Hannah?" I heard him say. "What do you want?" My mother has a special voice for deal-making. It's sharp and flinty, like a rock face, like gritted teeth. She locks everything into a safe and then she opens her mouth. "Shall we meet?" There was a pause. Just quiet on the line, like he was thinking about it. The way I saw it, he wasn't exactly jumping at the chance. "Why now?" he said. "Don't you want to?" Hannah put her hand over the mouthpiece and hissed, "See?" Like this was proof she'd always been right about him. I got ready to be rejected all over again. I hadn't been expecting anything different. It wasn't even that big a deal. "It's not that," he said. "So what is it?" "I need you to come here." I figured that was that. I was about to leave the room and get on with the rest of my Ernest-less life. Hannah told me once that Ernest lived alone in the middle of nowhere and that she'd never go back because it was just about the dullest place on earth, with no shops or Wi-Fi or bars or people or tarmac or houses. My mother was a fish out of water in a place like that, a bird of paradise in a cesspit. "Just sheep," she said, "and grass, and Ernest," and she shuddered at the horror of it. Never, ever again.